feeling? How have you been? How are you feeling? Brilliant. I am live. I know you guys can hear me now. Oh, goodness gracious me. Today is going to be a reading. We already have some interesting energy on the table. So, I will try to crack straight on. This is not working for me. Sorry, I'm going to fidget with this a little bit more to make this actually work for me. Sorry. Alright. You can see my Snorlax. Alright, clearing space, inviting in spirit, source, and ancestors. Please be present here now as we enter into this act of divination to gain insights for the highest good of the collective, both conscious and unconscious. And hopefully we can bring some things to the conscious life, here and now. Via this connection. Some Gaia frequency happening in the background. Woo! Take a couple deep breaths in with me while I finish setting up our little space for this reading. Oh. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to go for a full 22 here or if I'm just going to do an internal 9 for an internal checkup of the energy. Depending on how spirit comes through, I guess, for people. I will end up either at the 22 card or at the 9 card, and we'll ask people what they want. Today we've got dragon's blood, incense. Smells very rosy to me. Frankincense or myrrh as well. How have you been? How are you feeling? G'day, Alexander. How are you? That smells delicious. Alright, now some Palo Santo. I would normally use a lighter, but lighters go out. Have you also been feeling the energy within the collective and how quickly things are shifting for those that hold awareness to the challenges or the perceived challenges in their lives? It feels like at the moment successful people are becoming more successful, and well, miserable people are becoming more miserable. more difficult to be around. I hold space for everybody. Anybody of any camp can come and sit here, interact in the way that they want to, and yeah. Overall, as long as we're interacting the way that we feel, the way that we think, then not much can go wrong. So crown chakra, third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, Whew. Sacral. Yeah. Notification for confirmation. I felt like that needed a little bit more. And the root. Grounding your energy with Gaia, Earth. Releasing energy in order to receive again. Unifying your experience. Remembering to breathe. If you're outside, energy from the air flowing into your lungs. And your heart being restored. Aligning you from your crown all the way down to your root chakra. Unifying the experience. Returning to this moment. Here and now. Okie dokie, artichoke. That feels a lot better. How are you feeling? I think that's Russian. I don't really read Russian. Sorry. I think that's Russian. I think I see a number in with words, backwards letters. I don't know. Can't read that. Okay, so collective, at the very center of this reading, this will give you a good indication of whether or not this message is for you, or whether or not you should just leave this here where it is and catch me on another live. If you enjoy what I do, you can leave a like. If anything resonates with you, you can comment. Let me know what that was, or even just ask for me to appear live to do another reading. This is something that I enjoy doing, and this is something that brings me a lot of peace. Whew. Okay, so in the center of this reading, we have justice in reverse. So this can present as legal delays, dishonesty, injustice, lack of accountability, or corruption, even. Now, these things, no legal advice here. These things are all things that you can take into balance within yourself. These are all things that you can integrate. These are all things that you can sit with. You can actually ask for advice from the right people, professionals with years of experience. Or perhaps this is a situation that you're not perceiving just yet, so shadow work needing to be done, potentially. Now, the next card that appeared was the Three of Cups, and this sat in the creativity and intellect of it all. Now, this is usually a card that describes happiness, friendships, and community, but here in the reverse, it's overindulgence, feeling left out, and miscommunication. Whew. So, when this is in the creativity and the intellect, this can feel on the inside as though the outside world is reflecting something to you that you hadn't perceived, hadn't put energy towards, or hadn't realized, because it's in the reverse. Now, this is the cups of all about emotion and relationships or connections, even spirituality for me. So this really could have been driving you to look for new ideas, look for new connections. But when you're allowing yourself to do this work on the inside, internal work, shadow work, work that you do with a professional, this is where you can actually take a look at the relationships that you're having with people. You can take a look at the way that you're showing up for people, the way that you're showing up with people, the way that you're showing up for yourself, more so, is what you can stop and take a look at here. Because when we do connect with others, and we do that for ourselves somewhat, but there's a different kind of energy when you appear without needing anything, without wanting anything. You just appear because it's a part of who you are. It's a part of how you want to. This Three of Cups is like, maybe there's been a miscommunication from your part, or maybe there's been a misunderstanding on somebody else's part, but it's given you the opportunity to stop and take stock. Take a look at really, Page of Swords. How do you want to be perceived? So this is sitting in the becoming position. Page of Swords is all about curiosity, studious, having a message, right? So if you do this internal shadow work and then you're able to take away that, look, I want to express this way within my sphere, within my world, with my influence, with my experience, with my heart, with my mind, by expressing ideas, by joining in with things that I'm passionate about. And that Three of Cups in reverse energy is quite powerful, especially moving into Page of Cups energy. But the alternative is the way that you could be expressing yourself on an internal, like, or wanting to express yourself is here. Four of Wands, and Four of Wands is all about comfort, stability, and celebration. So we go from little quackers that, I guess, when in reverse, they'll be willing to do anything to protect themselves. Have a look up on what quackers will do. They're a little bit more into self-preservation than they are into collective preservation. They have been known to abandon their infants. Have been known to abandon their infants to get away from a predator. So that's definitely something to look out for if you're feeling that way, like needing to sacrifice something in order to feel better. There are different ways to go about it. But yeah, it really does all stem from this injustice energy. It's like injustice energy. Yeah. Have you had a lack of accountability? Has someone in your life had a lack of accountability? Are you feeling like there's a corruption in your heart, in your mind? Or have you been feeling some kind of delay? It's like this delay in getting this shift in perspective. I'm going to move over to the King of Cups, which is in the career and wisdom position. G'day, Bread. That's good. So am I. We have the King of Cups. Woo! In the upright, and this one here is sitting in the career and the wisdom, and this normally represents love, balance, and creativity. So if you've received a message from the outside, I know that the Page of Swords is sitting on the inside, so this could be like source, spirit, ancestors connecting with you, trying to give you a message pertinent to you. I had to ask someone, how do you check for resonance? And I used to once upon a time believe that I was resonating when, like, my heart started beating extra fast and my mind was flooded with ideas or creativity. But more so lately, especially when I've been out in nature, the environment really gives you space, or you give yourself space to just feel the natural peace, the organic peace. And so resonance has now become more like, where do I have peace? Like, where am I grounded in myself in a way that I can make a decision without having my mind impacted by anything else external, or my feelings impacted by anything else external the same? And how can I communicate or create a reality because the heart sort of is responsible, yeah, for emotions, but it's also responsible for putting blood in every part of your body. And so this King of Cups energy here, especially in the career and wisdom, it's like you're just grounding into your own reality, into this timeline that you've been so willing to create. Even if you started from a place of injustice, like inside, an injustice caused this transformation for you, collective. It's beautiful energy. What is the bottom? And the bottom of the deck energy is the Empress. So shall we go over to the western quadrant of the reading, where we can see the love and possessions part of this reading. So this is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Here you can see a little frog holding on for dear life, and there's birds of paradise underneath, maybe ready to catch and collect the frog so that it doesn't fall. This card does represent greed, financial loss, and missed opportunity. In the upright, normally ambition, prosperity. An opportunity. Rosemary, pepper, do your thing. Ooh, if love is a missed opportunity here, it's okay. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed. But you knowing that, especially on the internal, you giving yourself that beautiful gift of love to yourself. I mean, we can go out into the world and we can pour out our heart and share our story to other human beings who may resonate with an aspect of what we have to say, but there are some people in this reality that really can't see for themselves, give this for themselves, and that in reverse energy is where I go with that. It can affect so many different areas of your life when you're not able to give to yourself what you deserve first, and not from a selfish place, not from a place of needing to gain anybody else's validation. It's for you. This whole experience is for you. The person who should be happiest with your experience will be you at the end of the day. And if not, it's totally up to you to shift that, to change that perspective. Please give yourself permission to change what you need to change. And please don't externalize this permission. Don't give it to anybody outside of you. I mean, spouse energy, different. Like, you do whatever you do with your spouse, but it's your body, it's your experience. You can do with it what you want to do. and people should only be able to give you confirmations or help you make redirections for what you already know is inside of your experience, is inside of your purpose for this reality. Excuse me. Look, Five of Swords does come out in the willpower and emotion part of this reading, and that's why I'm sort of looking at it. And this is a manta ray. These guys like to jump out of the ocean seasonally. They're beautiful. They don't have these kinds of patterns. The ones manta ray. They have more stars. Maybe I'm thinking of a specific species. Anyway, when I was traveling down... Ooh, we have a rubbish truck. Anyway, Five of Swords in the emotion and willpower position is talking about loss, conflict, or indecision. So, suddenly receiving like a crossroads energy, like this is making a choice. This is making a choice so that you can come out of that energy. It's like all of these cards as well with the internal part of this clock. It's giving me and you literally so many opportunities to just like shift things by 1% or 1 degree. 1 degree, actually. I went nautical in my head. I don't know. This card all of a sudden is like, are you actually doing the work? Are you putting the sword down? Are you willing, ready, and able to help? It's like, and look, this message won't be for everybody, but for the people it's for, it's like universe is opening your eyes in a new dimension. Like you're actually able to now, with your third eye, see clearly into your willpower and direct it, move it, flow it wherever you want to move it. Like it's creating this new experience for you. Wow. Anyway, in the reflection or the mirror position, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a little, this is like a little sea, I don't know, like a sparrow. It's its nest. It's creating its nest. So it's about to, it's about to give birth. It's about to, and yeah, I get that a lot because at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Empress coming out. Like something's about to your external reality is about to reflect the internal work that you've been doing. What do you get from that? Pentacles typically means skill, craftsmanship, determination. But on the inside, it's like you've perfected, you've balanced, Spirit, it's like this intricate, like, I don't know. It's like multiple images come to my mind. It's like somebody writing with a calligraphy pen with ink. And it's so beautiful. And then that sort of blends into like Japanese calligraphy with like a paintbrush. But that paintbrush is like on this thing, this it becomes like a label on something, and then it's an item. It's not got a shape or form, but it's got this label that came from this artist's paintbrush or the calligrapher's pen, the artisan's hand. You've been working with spirit to balance a lot from your internal, so it's like you've been working with God to correct your internal experience. You've been working with Source. And seeing a slot machine, paying out. Ching, 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 ching. I don't know. I want to see what's happening with the rest of the cards. I'm going to go to 22. Let me know if anything's resonating so far in chat. Woo! The colors. That's all I'll say. The colors. Now, I've already mentioned the Empress. It was at the bottom of the 9, so I'm going to leave it here in the bottom of the 9. Which, after I have the next 12 cards, will be the 22. So do I describe it now? Because that's where it wants to sit. Anyway, the Empress is all about feminine power, creativity, fertility, expression, pleasure. See why I want to go into the reading a bit more? Because whatever this internal work, and that Empress was sitting right next to the 8 of Pentacles just here, like, and so I was looking at it like, that has to be part of the reading. And then this has to be a 22 card reading, which, fine. Desiree! Hello! How are you? And so the Empress sat at card 22, and now we're getting more on the 12. So this could also be zodiac messages, so I do go for 12, so there's 12 opportunities for you to receive a message, whether it be a fire message, an earth message, an air message, a water message, or a zodiac message, even a number if a number stands out to you, maybe a numbered message. Then I will go around the outside of the clock and use this spread how it is supposed to be used, and ooh, we got 3 cards there in reverse. That would leave the Earth all in reverse. So Queen of Swords in reverse and the Moon in reverse. Yeah. Oh, Earth message is gonna be spicy. What can you say, Gary? You're welcome. Da, 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 da. I've been alright. I've been doing some online shopping, and yeah. How dangerous is online shopping? You can put things all the way into your cart and then get to the end of your little session and have like $800 in your cart. So I've been shopping. I haven't been doing any purchasing, but I've been shopping. Well, it's YouTube that makes me think, oh, I want that. I want to play with that. Like I know for myself, I have attention. I've got ADHD, so for me, sometimes things just don't last. Like I'm surprised Taro has lasted as long as it has, because you know ADHD gives you that that burnout for things. Oh, the crystal stuff, like jewelry, I can't. I think I just like stuff that I find at markets, and yeah. Otherwise, making stuff, like going into op shops and finding like leather cords in bags, and then finding pearl necklaces that are just on strings and breaking them apart, and then finding a shell on the beach, and then having a jewelry. The crystal stuff, though, that makes me want to have a tumbler, and it makes me want to buy all of the gems, and it makes me want to ooh. Ooh, the energy on this tower in reverse. Goodness gracious, the energy in that tower in reverse. Yeah, I don't know. I originally wanted to put it down in the 12, but then the 8 of Cups, it was like, that's more the 12. Oh, I want more info with that. Tower in reverse. What is the deal with that? Anyway, I'll try to remember to do that later. So I'll put this here. Elizabeth! Oh my gosh. No. See, I had Elizabeth as my moderator, and I had her as a managing moderator. I didn't know that there was a difference. And yeah, sorry. Putting you back as just like a standard moderator, if that's right. I don't know what the difference is. So everybody was becoming a managing moderator. Then I have been playing, because I've done most of my YouTube stuff on the phone, and then now I've been playing in the laptop world, and I can see a lot more on, like, even in the studio. Anyway, how are you? These two lovely ladies have channels of their own. Tarot channels, astrology mixing, lots of like spirituality as well. They do form part of the collective that I find myself meeting and attending with, and yeah, they're human beings worth a listen to. They're I don't know, Jennifer Lopez came into my head. What you get is what you see. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. I'm down to earth like this, rocking this business. I've grown up so much, in control and loving it. This groove has got me laughing, yeah, I love my life. Can't forget to stay real, stay real. For me it's like breathing in. This outside Bronx. I have no idea. I have not heard that song in so many years. What accent? I don't think I have an accent. It's you! You guys all have accents. Oh my gosh. I have coffee. I've given up on my mug. I have to go inside and clean it when I finish with it, and I forget. And then if I don't do that, then I drink from it. And milk is bacteria, and guts don't really make for a steady thing, a steady flow. Oh my goodness, all of the parental figures just saw me drinking from the milk and probably went, why? Well, it's just me in this caravan. I can drink from the bottle. Alright. If I were a boy, even just for a day, I'd roll out of bed in the morning and throw on what I wanted and go. Drink beer with the guys and chase after girls. Nah. I think nah. I've been thinking about going out lately, Elizabeth, actually. Even Desiree. I don't know. Does being single sometimes get to you and then you decide to make choices? Which you know already you'll regret. Because you don't enjoy the choices from the thought space. Oh, you know, catching up with people at bars or going to a club and seeing what the vibe is there, but then also like, how many crystals do I have to take with me for that kind of thing? Do I need to do some kind of exorcism afterwards? Like, that's a lot of energy, and those places, like, ooh, everybody is feeling on their sleeves. But then it makes me want to go to a festival, actually. So a Bushduff, really. Because there I get to be with all of the hippie children, all the people that grew up too quickly or never grew up at all of the people that want to have an experience with not just themselves but with a collective of human beings that are all there to do the same thing, just earth, hear some music, maybe change some frequencies inside of themselves, and camp for 3 days with them all. Not have a shower, use a toilet that's inside of a plastic cubicle. Yep, I think I'm losing some of you. I mean, the same can be achieved by yourself with a speaker, and you can have beautiful music like this. Or, yeah, you can have that Bushduff experience. And just not wear any shoes, and because no one's brought any glass, you know that you can wear no shoes, and I guess you just get so dirty, and then you end up coming home and your shower looks like a dust storm hit it. No, there's Ray. Oh, cool! I haven't been to the movies in ages. I don't know if I talked about it anyway, but the internal part of this clock, this is the foundation. This is also the Knight of Wands. This is passion, courage, and adventure. So I think if I go back to the reading, I'm going to have to figure out how to chop that into from a live thing. Oh, editing. I don't do editing. I don't do editing. You down here. Did I just give you so many head bumps? Alright. I didn't even realize you couldn't really see the cards. This spread is ridiculous, but yeah. Whew. So anyway, this is a dolphin. If you've ever seen a dolphin in water, they're very, very happy and they're very, very excited. I feel like this for Knight of Wands energy, the whole adventure, courage, passion, that's right. Like a dolphin is that. I feel like they are also creatures that indulge. Funny enough, they like to bully jellyfish and get high on the poison that the jellyfish eject. No, not jellyfish, pufferfish. They get high on pufferfish. But I mean, apes as well, they ferment fruit or find ferment fruit and end up drunk. So there's a lot of creatures on this planet that enjoy different states of mind. Why did I go there? I have no idea, but this is in the foundation, so it's probably not talking about that. I mean, if you're experiencing that within your own reality, I have a little bit of coffee and I go like this. This was one mouthful of coffee. You saw how much I had. Oh, Elizabeth. I bought tincture symbols. I went to the market and they look like little spaceships to me, actually, now that I look at them from this angle. How cute! Goodness gracious, that Knight of Wands literally had so much energy going through it. Wow, the internal clock for this one, sorry. I thought something might happen. I didn't want to make too many noises. That last ring, a jing jing of the tincture bells did not feel good for me either. I wanted 3 nice tings. Good night, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining me. Good to see you. All right. So, for the external part of this clock, I will have to go back and put some... timestamps in. Let's begin at number 1, shall we? And number 1 is... Number 1 is indicative of this position here is self-identity or Aries. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is also a fire message. A part of the fire message. Queen of Cups is all about healing, intuition, and compassion. Now there is a snail on this picture, and I have a seashell here. This snail probably does a lot like what the sea slugs and the snails on the seafloor do too. They're basically the Roombas of the ocean. So if they do anything like that with the forest floor or the ground, then they're really just cleaning up debris, and they leave a trail of this silvery thank you. Have a good sleep. I need to watch your video on dream journaling with AI. It sounds so freaking interesting to me. Do you know, I see if this is something that is you're realizing on the outside, or it's an expression that you're or an experience that you're having on the outside. So maybe you're meeting somebody who is quite healing, quite intuitive, quite compassionate, or you've become this. They might be Aries. Yeah. I'm just really drawn to these ferns here and how they fold out, like they grow and then they fold out and they unfold and they unfurl, and it's beautiful. And so that's a beautiful place to sort of start on this external part of this clock. Like, this is the one spot. There's not far to go within a court for the queen. It's the king is ultimately the next stage, but if she's entered the court as a queen, then yeah, you're in quite a good seat of power if you're expressing this way, or even if you're meeting someone that is this way for you, because they will start you on a path. They will bring fire to you, or you will bring fire to the collective that you're engaging with, and you're going to have this emotional balance. You're going to have this Empress 22 card, and then the Justice in reverse. It's like your psychic gifting is elevating at the moment. So you know how so many years ago the Sixth Sense came out? That's what I'm feeling there. It's like you're going to continue developing beyond that Sixth Sense and maybe make it towards the 15. There are so many senses, really. But when you start tapping into your personal divinity and realizing how responsible you can be for the reality that is around you, and how quickly that changes your experience. You really can come to this Five of Pentacle energy. Five of Pentacle energy would be typically worry, feeling left out, disappointment. In the reverse, it would be regret, poverty, and loneliness. So generally, Five Pentacles, not a good energy to be in. But when this card lands in your values and disciplines position, the second position, or Taurus, take what resonates. I see that there are 3 stars in the sky, and there are 3 in the ocean, in the water beneath. 2 of them are a reflection, and that 3rd pentacle here is not being reflected back. So you can see that one of these pentacles is acting like the moon, but it's not being reflected back down here, like these ones are. And so if you're experiencing this on the outside, if you are feeling somewhat left out, if you're feeling somewhat like the collective that you find yourself experiencing this specifically with is not matching or meeting, this is where it's like Spirit asking you, do you want to make another choice? Do you want to have a different experience? Do you want to have this attitude? Because don't forget, we do come from the 3 of Cups in reverse. And coming to this 5 of Pentacles energy on the outside from the 3 of Cups in reverse, you would have already been feeling like, I don't know, there's a song that coming to my head. It's in the playlist that I've got. And I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone when it's cold out here. Well, maybe you should know just how it feels to be left outside alone, to be left outside alone. I'll tell you, all my life I've been waiting for you to bring a fairy tale my way. Been living in a fantasy with no meaning. It's not okay. I don't feel safe. I need to break. Why do you play me like a game? Careless, selfish little man. One day you might understand that there's not much more to say. I hope you find a way. And yeah, I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone when it's cold out here. Well, maybe you should know just how it feels to be left outside alone, to be left outside alone. No, goodness gracious, I hope nobody in this collective ever feels or left outside and alone. This is why I was saying before, this is the 5 of Pentacles energy, because this is sitting in the values and disciplines. This to me is telling me that you're either at the halfway mark towards reaching your own personal objectives, which is such a good energy to be sitting in. It's like you've built your own success. You've actually remained disciplined. You've continued to show up. You've continued to show out. You've allowed yourself the experience that you perceive because it's your life. Like, this is taking full responsibility of your reality, understanding that, you can only reach your goals if you let go of all of the restrictions, all of the I can't, all of the what ifs. Like, yes, there is a time and a place for that. I'm not saying to disregard checking your reality and making sure that it's in alignment with what your vision is, right? So when you do that process first and then you step into the creative energy, like you move into something new, like you move on from this position, you move on from this experience, and you tell it how it is affecting you, not the other way around, letting your experiences tell you how to feel. No, this is very much external processing, which is something that people can do if they want to, but you're very much going to live vulnerable to manipulation and, to be honest, narcissism. Narcissists using your energy because you're an exposed nerve that is unable to dictate for themselves, okay, what am I going to take away from this experience and how am I going to move from this experience? What am I going to do from it? Yes, totally. This card is totally negative It stands for, literally, in the upright, worry, feeling left out, disappointment, and in the reverse, it's regret, poverty, and loneliness. So totally something that is a real life experience. You can have that experience, but the way that you choose to walk through it, it's up to you. You can have people on the side saying, oh, you poor thing, and that will add to your experience. It will change your experience. Or you can have people on the side that are going, you'll get through this. You'll get through this. And then you do get through it. Anyway, you move on from this Five of Pentacles energy. So moving away from Taurus into Gemini, or 3. This is the communication, innovation, and this is the Page of Wands. So internally, internally you have this Page of Swords experience ready to become. You're ready to become, ready to express something, ready to share an idea, ready to communicate something, ready to teach something, maybe even ready to learn something. But there is a message that's coming through from Source, through you, to the collective experience, and we're going to see it. And how are we going to see it? We're going to see it when you're in the Page of Wands energy. So that's 2 pages. So you're definitely going to be bringing a message out, collective. Whatever that is, however that looks, whatever that looks like. Page of Swords to Page of Wands, it's like it's linked to your passion. So whatever this message was that Source gave you, now it's coming out with curiosity, enthusiasm. This Page of Wands is very, very, very like curiosity, creativity, and enthusiasm. Gemini, communication, innovation. It's feeling here definitely like it's a message from, like, you got it, or you brought it here with your soul. That is such interesting energy there. I always think Gemini energy is interesting anyway, but that is very interesting energy there. I guess on the inside and the outside, the internal, the external, that's very Gemini as well. Like a page and page, a sword and a wand, just similar objects. Phallic, even masculine if you want to, but I don't know. Gemini has always given me feminine energy because it's twins, and I don't know why twins in my head are female. The Five of Pentacles is the first of the air messages, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And the Page of Wands was the second one, and the third one is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups here in the air. Well, traditionally this card means good luck, happiness, and abundance. So this being in the air spot. This position is the 4th position, the number 4. The home, the inner world, the roots, and this could also be Cancer if you're following this along on a zodiac trail. Yeah, I noticed that I can do that with this reading as well. I rewatch my reading when I'm doing the notes, but I notice if I use my North Node and I start wherever the North Node is, then the message sort of comes through really nicely. Sort of gives me guidance whenever I am, like, what I'm to do next as well. Nine Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. Good luck, happiness, and abundance. I don't know. You're just... The way that you're expressing right now, collective, especially 2 pages, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, it's like... Whatever you're expressing, however the air energy is however the air magic is passing through you at this time, whatever you're doing, however you're casting into your reality, whatever you're allowing to filter through your mind, filter through your heart, and become a part of reality, it's bringing you this very, very, very emotionally balanced, if not perceived as somewhat ascended here. Because normally this card is a person sitting in front of 9 cups. They're just 9 cups. Like, to me, it's always looked a little bit strange. But here and now, it's like, it's all of this wisdom that you've got around you. And it's people are actually seeing this wisdom that you have. Like, they've been in this court for a while, but they're seeing your light, and your light isn't any different from source consciousness light. Like, you know that, collective, you know that you're just showing up as yourself. You're just showing up as who you are. You're not, there's no acting. Like, you may have gone through periods in your lifetime where you have already had to be acting. So I'm thinking back in times of high school where your sexuality may have been questioned, and then you were unsure, and like things like that, and then you end up being completely normal. You end up being a completely normal human being, having a human experience, and then you have this moment later in this timeline, at least, because we do start from the Queen of Cups, and it does, this air message starts from the 5 of Pentacles. It's like these experiences had to happen the way that they happened. And the reason that these experiences had to happen the way that they happened is because it was going to bring you back into your own sense of self, into your own sense of find your own light, find your own power. And when you found your power, this is where you just sort of realize, whoa, the Urkel of it. Did I do that? Oh dear. You did. And this is the beautiful gift of doing shadow work. This is the beautiful benefit of being willing to participate in your own reality from a wholesome and realistic place. You're not expected to solve the world's problems, but you're able to solve your own. And by doing that, you are able to show up in collective experience more and more and more, without feeling consumed, without feeling drained, because not only do you understand that you can show up like that, you can then just show up in places and you can apply this principle, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, to the whole experience. Something tells me you've been doing that, collective. Because I will say that the collective experience at the moment is very much our communication styles are solidifying. I feel like they're crystallizing into the full experience, and we're about to see a whole new, like the Aquarius of it all. We're about to see a whole new age. Woo! The psychicness of the collective at the moment, on the inside and the outside, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like it must correlate. The financial world and the ASX must correlate with what is happening in the spiritual. Like, there must be a correlation with these fictitious numbers that we follow, and us as simians that have cultured ourselves and civilized ourselves and got into a place where we can exchange
things for things. There's a spiritual version of this, and we don't really get to see it, but I don't know. I'm seeing Mart's scales and her book, and she's got the feather there and people's hearts being weighed, and it's like, okay, so all of the things that you were willing to put energy towards that gave you the motion, so energy in motion, emotion, all of the things that you were willing to put energy towards, okay, now have they made your heart lighter, or have they made your heart heavier? Were you focusing on things that were never for you, or were you focusing on things that were for somebody else and you wanted them for yourself? Like, you're here to have your experience, and so if you're somebody that needs to be looking to the external reality for inspiration, validation, connection, to fulfillment, desire, will, it's like a firework. It's like all of these, like, 7 deadly sins all of a sudden appear in greed, lust, envy. Like, this is what this is a very low vibrational experience. This experience will inevitably require you to go through karma. You will have to experience the karma of those choices, of those paths that you were willing to walk through at one point or another. And I think that being willing to walk through experiences with the conscious awareness of what your experiences are going to bring to you, the consequences, the conscious awareness, this is where your experience becomes completely different, and this is where you can experience such negative, and even if the world is telling you this is only a negative experience, well, okay, it's only a negative experience, but you know what? Negative experiences are quite powerful, in my experience. I have noticed that positive experiences keep me quite happy, get me quite comfortable, and comfort is a very dangerous place. What happens to water when it's stagnant? It becomes ill. So if you're not moving around, if you're not doing anything, if you have a sedentary lifestyle, are you becoming stagnant water? Not sure. I want to move on, please, Spirit. But really, to wrap up the air signs, before we move into the earth element, I think you understand now. You can feel something on the outside and not have it reflect. You can feel something on the inside and not have it reflect on the outside. Or the other way around. You could be devoid of a feeling on the inside, but it's presenting to you in the external reality for you to process anyway. This is karma realizing itself as it's happening. What you don't work on and function through in here by yourself, with source, with universe, must. The universe needs you. If it needs you, it needs you. And this is why you'll be challenged. This is why you'll be encouraged to grow, to develop, to follow your own pursuits, to follow your own passions. Because there's only one you here. Even if you're a twin, there's only one you. And you went through your experiences watching the world, experiencing the world, sensing the world as you had. You have your sight, you have your taste, you have your touch, you have your hearing, you have your smelling. There's all the other ones, all of the clairs that fit into them. Like, you're having so many different experiences now, and even now I'm feeling like more and more and more of us are awakening. Like, in this moment. This entire experience is yours. Animes. G'day, g'day, g'day. All are one. Hello. Queen. Wait. Queen. Hi. All right, here we go. Number 5 on a 12-faced clock. Please If you are joining me, I send the same back to you in all the abundance that I can, in all the abundance that you are willing to receive, in all the abundance that we are willing to exchange. Lots of love sent your way too. In the 5th position, I have got... This 5th position is responsible for your creativity, your passion. This could be a message for Leos. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse energy. Now, Queen of Swords in reverse energy is not very nice either. This can stand for losses. This can stand for feeling trapped. This can stand for disappointments. Let me just ching that away. Whew. Now, in terms of your creativity and passion, this can be a very difficult energy to experience. Like losses, feeling trapped, disappointments, whether this could be happening to you, or this could be happening to somebody in your energy, I don't know. This could be somebody you love quite a lot, or you think about quite a lot, whoever it is. You may be perceiving them as this energy, or this may be an experience that you're about to have, and you're not aware that you're about to have it, right? Earth messages. These ones need the most grounding. It's like you're not having, so it's the way that this would be felt in your experience is like things are not working out the way that you wanted them to. Things are not So this energy here, this Queen of Swords energy is like, normally it's like somebody, a feminine energy perhaps, that is able to plan for the future. So she's able to take all the resources that she's got available and she's able to plan for the future. So this is somebody who's not able to do that. Somebody who is not seeing what's in front of them. There might be a blockage here that you need to work on internally. The only things that I'm seeing on the inside of this is the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So really, if there's a blocked emotion or if there's a passion that wants to be expressed, then this is where you might get some kind of breakthrough and turn this right side up. But for now, it's something that you may not see coming. There is an energy that you don't see coming. That just came through. And I'll go to the 7th position. So this is responsible for energy. This is responsible for relationships, connection, and Libra. Woo! The moon in reverse. So this is releasing fear and anxiety, self-healing, and trusting your intuition. Yep. That card, when it comes out for me, I always perceive it, I always feel it as though, yeah, we got breakthrough. The energy of that card is like the secret's out. Like the cat is out of the bag. There is nothing that you can do to put the cat back in the bag. Everybody knows. Yep, that thing. Everybody knows. They know. Don't worry about it. It's still gonna work out. But everybody knows. And there's no point in putting any more energy into this experience. The cat is out of the bag. The experience, the idea is out. They know is what's coming through with these two cards. And it's really coming through like it's not even a matter of time. It's just they know. And ultimately, in your work and your health experiences, so that's the love and connection. So maybe this, to give you more than just they know. It's you coming to realize, oh, this person that I, potentially if it's a relationship, this person that I love and adore, this person really has the same feelings towards me. They really feel the same way. They really want to connect with this experience in the same beautiful way. And so that's why the secret did come out. Like, there was no point keeping it a secret. It's like an angel hiding its wings, or a fairy hiding its magic, or you hiding a piece of yourself for someone. No, you're just gonna rock up as yourself. You have to rock up as yourself, because here in the South we get 2 nights. So we get the Knight of Wands on the internal. You can go back to the start of the reading to check for resonance as well, for a reading. And Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is sitting in the work, health, and embodiment position. This here could be Virgo energy. So Knight of Cups, woo, this is chivalry, romance, communication, whatever it is that you've done, however you've let this secret out, however you've been willing to get through your blockages, whatever you've needed to do to, like, get, I don't know, pride just went through with that one, whatever you've needed to do to put your pride aside and get out of your head and just move, it was worth it. It's cyclical anyway. This moon card is cyclical. I needed to say that. Cycles, seasons, they change. They're not here forever. Like, you're not stuck in your experience forever. You literally can change your experience whenever you want to. If you're not having a good time, if you're not feeling like your experience is giving you what you want out of it, then change it. Nobody's going to change it for you, though. You need to change it. Because only you know what you want. Only you know internally what's going on, what needs to be released so that you can move on to the next cycle, move on to the next season, right? I think everybody wants that. So when you do get to this Knight of Cups energy, when you do start expressing yourself, maybe this is you moving, once you understand this and you start energizing within this, it is almost like you give yourself a permission slip to enter the hallways of the universe and really attend where you want to attend. And this could be within your leisure time, or this could be during your professional time. Whatever it is, you've been working on it for quite a while, and it's going to come out in a really grounded, energetic way that's going to keep giving you, like, it feels like it's giving you this what's that? I'll get back to the chat. Thanks for joining, all I want. When you are traveling through, like, the galactic gateways that you've been able to access, open, portalize, and begin to start showing people, like, the people that you're showing, these people are now engaging with you over there, and you're building something new. It's like you've started your own cosmos, you've started your own reality on the external, and this internal experience now. This experience is now an internal experience as well. And that's where you're giving yourself permission to just operate on these just different frequencies. You can tap into different frequencies at your focus, at your leisure. Wanted to come out just there. And it's because you've got this night energy. Night. Night. You got the fire and you got the water. So like a steam engine locomotive, you can just go. And, like, you know that you've got blood, sweat, and tears. And if you collect that from everybody that you're carrying around in your train, then you've got enough to keep going. Like, you huff and you puff and you blow your blockages out of the way. Doesn't do anything. The secret's out. It's in your experience now. Anyway. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Earth messages, Leo, Virgo, Libra, 5, 6, 7, creativity, passion, work, health, embodiment, relationships, and connection. Beautiful work, collective. For an Earth message, the energy of that, once it was untangled, you guys are doing great. Most of you do. Most of you are doing great, especially if you're able to shift your perspective. So let's move on to the water. So with the water messages, ooh, this came through a lot of hard work and determination. I will tell you that. You may have even entered into commitments that required you to fully transform who you were. This may have been some kind of karmic contract, a soul tie contract, I don't know. Soul tie came out when I was looking at this, and when I was looking at the very next card, which is the number 8. This position here is responsible for transformation and power. It is also Scorpio. Scorpio's position on the zodiac, because again, number 1 was Aries and so on. This is number 8, Scorpio. And this energy, the energy that this card is bringing into this position, is potentially fear, addiction, egotism, restriction, or materialism. And when I first saw that, I was like, oh no. That's such a huge transformation. Like, if you see what I see, you went from this. You're like hardworking, energetic, committed. Like, you're perfecting something. You're giving your experience something. You're making yourself relative to the experience, and the experience is revealing itself to you more and more, and then you make this commitment. But I do say that this could be if you keep coming to the problem the same way, here with this little mantis here, if you keep coming to the same problem the same way, then you're always going to fall in the trap. And this leaf here is blocking you from seeing. This leaf up here is blocking you from seeing that there's another way. So if you go the other way, you can escape this trap. Like, I get it. You might be following the sweet scent, the aroma of life, like the luxury that life offers you. You might be tempted to follow this trail. But there's a reason why these people who are willing to put you inside of these commitments too, as well, came through. They want you to join them. They want you to be as committed as them. But then on the flip side, this could be your energy being expressed. You want people to be as committed as you. I think that you have done enough internal work. And then you've either been offered something. As long as you're checking the fine print, as long as you're double checking everything that you're committing to and everything that you're agreeing to by participating in the reality that's presenting itself to you, then there is no blowback from this. This is just another lesson, and then you get to move on to the Tower, which actually does come out in this reading, 3 cards away. It's for the fire message, so fire signs and all that. Anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it. It's like, by you entering into this commitment or walking away from this commitment, all of a sudden came through there. It's like you're You just free yourself into the moment, more so is what I'm getting. Because the next card that came out for the 9th position, so this is 9, Wisdom, Soul Call, or Sagittarius. This is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is representative of power, creativity, and determination normally. Here in this spot, it's feeling like, again, a lot of Queen energy has come out here, so it feels like, I don't know. But this is an Empress reading, though. That is the 22nd card, so... Say again, we started at the first position, which was the Justice in reverse. So you realizing this turned you on this huge journey, and I cannot stress enough how much the collective sees you, that we see the work that you're doing. We actually are very grateful for the work that you're doing. We all recognize how hard it is to go through what you're going through and choosing to continue showing up even though you've gone through so many different experiences. And I don't know. So in the 5th position we have the Queen energy in reverse. In the 1st position we have the Queen of Cups, and here in the 9th position we have the Queen of Wands. So normally I would say Queen of Wands represents Leo energy, fixed energy. Wands is fiery, it's water on fire. And as I say those words, it's very spirited. I think I'm sensing here, it's like you committed to yourself. You gave a commitment to yourself. And when you committed to yourself, or you committed to your spiritual path, whichever way it is, however this resonates for you, you committed to your spiritual path, and this is what has changed your experience into this very much like spiritual experience where it's like you now have the ability to send your spirit ahead in time. And so because you're not on just this plane of experience anymore, even the external experience here is becoming a part of your internal experience. So you're processing this more, you're feeling what it means for you more. And so that integration of both the internal shadow work that you're doing and maybe even external shadow work that you're doing, this spiritual experience that you're having, the way that you're showing up in reality in the water, like for a water message, it's like very much like you're bringing the fire to the water, and that because you're doing that, you're bringing your passions to the water. Like you're bringing ingenuity, you're bringing ideation, you're bringing revelation, you're bringing realization, awakening. You're literally leaving awakening stumbling blocks like dominoes. What? And people are gonna fall over like dominoes. They're gonna just, my goodness. Do you know like the teller telenovela Christianity or Catholicism that used to be back in the day, and how they used to do the praying for people and they'd push them out, or they'd fall over in the spirit. I actually think I remember your name from Tropical Empress and Spirit, when I used to be one of her moderators. It's been a while. I thought so too. Alright, and then in the 10th position, this is standing for Career Legacy Capricorn. This card here, Two of Swords, is representative of choices, setting goals, taking action. Normally it's a young person with two swords in front of them, and they are unable to make a choice, right? Or they're required to have some faith. But here in this quadrant, the water quadrant, we're actually able to see that you've made that choice. Here, as showing off as a water, it's like you've prepared for this. You've done the work already. You've established what you need to establish within your reality, within your experience, and then you see what you need to see. You have the ability to stage everything the way that it needs to happen, and it's like, Source, thank you. Spirit, thank you. Ancestors, thank you. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And more and more and more you can tune into it and see it, and it's all there. And so moving on to the fire message, we have in the 11th position, this is collective purpose, also representative for the Aquarius. This is your card. Tower in reverse. So Tower in reverse, this is obstacles, avoiding change, losses, avoiding disaster. You know, the most interesting thing that I've noticed about reality and nature specifically, animals are so good at avoiding disaster. Like, they've got this attunement to the reality that they're experiencing within. They have this awareness of what's going on around them, and it's because they've got this symbiotic relationship with each other. All of the noises that are happening within a forest setting are happening in symbiosis, and this is why when one thing changes within the environment, the whole thing stops energetically. And this is where you will experience it when you're stepping on a twig, or when you activate something that someone had set in the ethers 12 months ago. Whenever you got that vision, whenever you got that insight, because normally this is like spirit coming through to reveal something to you, and then you have that realization and you process through it. You check out when you need to, you move on when you need to. You actually know how quickly you need to move in order to avoid being pinned down. And the only reason I say that is because these lionfish, these scorpionfish, they're actually an invasive species in the reefs. There is no predators because they're venomous, poisonous even, I think. And wait, poisonous is if we eat them. I don't know that we... Oh, you can eat them, you just have to prepare them. You have to know what you're doing. But yeah, they can become really, really, really big in numbers, and they really consume the whole energetic field around them, because nothing else can grow, nothing else can predate, and then they actually kill off any predators that try to get them, especially at nighttime, because Ha! Where did I stop? I wish I was able to see that. Predate, and then they actually kill off any predators that try to get them, especially at nighttime, because... Okay. So, nighttime predators are not able to interact with these successfully. They'll end up poisoned, envenomated, and then what happens is, so the reason that I said what I said was the spear gun is the only way to get these things. You've got to literally spear gun these fish and put them in a big safe container so that you don't prick yourself. And interestingly, the venom of this creature is blue. It's blue, like alien blue. So cool. All right, and then we've got here the Pisces Soul, Hidden Strength, the 12 card. 12 card is the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is letting go, abandonment, cutting losses. This is where, and again, this is another underwater creature. So I feel like this fire message is like all about being able, I don't know, this isn't possible, but taking fire underwater. Go take your fire underwater really comes through here. So again, taking what resonates. The final card for the fire message is the self and identities. This is the first card of the reading, but it's also part of the fire message. This is for the Aries. This is self-identity. This is the card number 1. And so that is the full wheel. That is the full clock. That was the collective clock spread, which I created myself with the help of a bunch of different tarot spreads and astrology and all these things, and different people throwing different ideas. And yeah, I think it's a good one. It's just that. That's my notes. Like, and I didn't really create this until I finished creating the Major Arcana for a tarot deck. Yeah, I might catch up on chat, and then I might go use the bathroom, and then I will be back. So, how about it? I'll be right back.
package. I got a package. I got a package. I got a package. Hey, 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 ho. Who got a package? I got a package. I got a package. Hey, 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 ho. Do, 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 do. I got a package. I can burn my incense a little bit more easier now. Yay! I got a package. I got a package. Oh, hello. Oops, I forgot. I forgot that I was still alive. I had more in my head to go and to use the bathroom than I did to remember that I'm still here. Oh, I got a package! Oh, I love it when I get packages. That means I must have hit send on something. Yes! Yes! This is gonna be so useful for the incense. It's a little cone. Anyway, I think I will do all of that later, because that's not what this was for. And yeah, thanks very much for joining. I feel like that was it. I will come back if I deem the package to be appropriate for YouTube. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hello. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. Maybe have some more of this coffee. Yeah. That was the 22 card spread. Have a good one.